All right, y'all. We about to try something new, man. Watch a little Miss South wrestling. I got some research to do. So I'm very interested in these old classic wrestling films. So let's get into it. We going way back, super retro. Oh, sure, I even got the right camera. Look. Let me get my screen good, man, so I can enjoy this. Hell yeah. Junkyard Dog, man. I'm interested to see his
Hello, wrestling fans,
how
and
they cook
welcome to
him.
this week's edition of Mid-South Wrestling Television. I'm your host, Boyd Pierce, and we have a lot of exciting action. To tell you about it, our expert commentator and president of Mid-South Wrestling, Bill Watt.
Well, thank you, Boyd. I think there's a tremendous amount of action Grizzly Smith's got for us tonight. The one thing I
Grizzly
want to
Smith.
comment on is last week, it seemed like Crusher Darso's obsession with powerlifting and wrestling, with just power, has become a narcotic to him. He's been entrapped by the Russian, just the way Russia does so many countries by leading them down that path until they have
Damn.
total dominance of them.
Some
Last
heat
week,
on Russia
Dr.
right
Steve
out
Williams
of
was
the gate.
wrestling Nikolai Volkov. Darso interfered. Let's watch that.
Damn.
And he's firing away that 295. He's pushing him, leaning on him, trying to wear him down. Doc catches him with that great big shoulder tackle. Oh, the Russian got out of the way. Gee whiz, that little referee was just annihilated. The Russian's up
The Russian.
over the top rope. That's an automatic disqualification, but of course the
Damn.
referee's not there to see it.
They don't
Darso's
call
going to
that. That's
rope
the
up
old
Dr. Death.
rule. Tyro
Darso
disqualified. That's
has
a
him up.
rule at Miss South.
Oh, Darso's
He's
not up.
not helping him, Bill.
He's attacking him. Darso's attacking him. Darso's got Doc up in that reverse backbreaker, that powerful barrack. What's going on with Darso? Has he lost his mind?
Oh
Look at the
shit.
Russian and the Russian.
The Russian.
Darso's got Doc up. The Russian. There's some kind of signaling going on between the Russian and Darso. As Darso's watching, now he throws Doc back in the ring. The Russian's
Ooh.
attacking Doc. Darso.
What?
Darso.
What kind of move is that?
Boy,
Okay,
now
barely.
the Russian's
Okay.
tagging Doc, the referee, back in the ring.
Cool.
Dr.
The
Death
Russian
is
boy.
pushed
Stomp
with
on
an
your
upside-down
face.
bear hug.
You missed that? Oh shoot.
All the
You
way
might not
to
have
the
no
bottom.
skull.
Now the Russian's got him up. Can he lift
Barely.
Doc all the way up? Oh, look at
Oh.
that awesome power. Now look at the Russian choke him with that left hand, shutting off
Bro, the
Doc's
Russian might
breath.
not even be Russian. One,
One,
two,
two, three.
three. That's it.
The Russian with the help of Crusher Darso. Look at Darso.
I got a sneaking suspicion that the
Look at
Russian ain't
Darso,
Russian.
the true colors. Crusher Darso.
You know what I'm saying?
Congratulating Nikolai Volkov.
But shout out to the Russian, man. You the man.
I think everybody that saw that felt tremendously let down because Darso had flung $500 back in Akbar's face
I
when
liked it.
Akbar tried to buy him. And yet free will, of his own free will, and without pay apparently, went to the Russians' rescue. And Jim Ross interviewed him later in that program and tried to get to the bottom of it. Let's look at that.
Classic Jim Ross,
Just
baby.
a few weeks ago, right here on Mid-South Wrestling, at that time, I had the privilege to interview Crusher Darso. At that time, you turned on Skandar Akbar. And at that time, you threw $500 back in the man's face. At that time, you made a stand for yourself. And me and a lot of other people were very proud of you. Right now, I
Oh.
don't know if anybody's proud of you. What's going on? What's going on with you and the Russian? You're an American.
I don't know if anybody proud of
It's
you
true,
now.
I did give him back the $500.
Okay.
And I did help the junkyard dog out. There's one thing,
Okay.
he didn't help me out once here.
Ooh.
I came in and I saved him, and he didn't do one thing for
Ooh.
me.
Okay.
And nobody knows this, but I was in secret training with the Russian, Nikolai Volkov. He taught me how to
Mmm.
train, taught me how to train properly.
Secretly.
And when I seen Dr. Death out here cheating, doing everything to break the
Cheating.
rules here, I thought
Mm-hmm.
this was my perfect opportunity to get with Nikolai. He's
Okay.
just a schoolboy, and I'm sick and tired of seeing Dr. Williams here in the main events, and I haven't had nothing here. I haven't had any breaks.
and I'm going to get him now. So Mid-South
Get
better
'em.
watch out.
Yeah.
Nikolai Volkov is helping me out.
Okay.
Well, you heard Darso's remarks.
He done
Let's
joined
get
the
ring
Russians.
announcer Jim Ross for him to introduce the new Crusher Darso.
This match is one fall with a 10-minute time limit. In the red corner, at 303 pounds from Minnesota, Crusher Darso.
Let's go, Crusher.
And his opponent at 202 pounds from Birmingham, Alabama, Mike Jackson.
This
All
will be
right,
one
Mike.
ball, 10-minute time limit. In the red and blue, shading his jacket from Birmingham, Alabama, Mike Jackson against the outdoorsman from the Northwoods of Minnesota, Crusher Darso. Bill?
Well, boy, do we see a drastic change in Crusher Darso. He's
Crusher
cut his hair,
Darso. I like
he's
that
wearing
name.
wrestling tights, and he's wearing wrestling boots, bright red, we might add. Very symbolic.
Ooh.
Apparently his allegiance to
Look at
oh,
his
look
strength.
power. I don't care.
Wow.
This man is an awesome specimen. His allegiance to the Russian is apparently a total
The Russian is the big villain
not
around
only
here.
to the learning the techniques of powerlifting and wrestling, but apparently ideology-wise too.
Ideology wise.
You know, here's a youngster that was so fresh and had such a great attitude, came and said, I want to try everybody. When Junkyard Dog beat him, he said, the man beat me fair and square, and shook hands with him. And then when Akbar tried to hire him, he threw the money back in Akbar's face and helped the dog out. Had
Help
such
the
a great
dog out.
attitude. And then all of a sudden he said, but nobody helped me. I didn't get anything by it. You know, it's like everybody thinks that somebody owes him a living or owes him a job.
Pow! Huge backdrop.
Ability of making his name, but
Ah, the man in the red tights.
disillusionment or this small crack in his
Forgot his
personality
name.
That this thing that let that Russian sneak in with a few half-truths and lies, and when they get in there with their propaganda, they totally enveloped him. And the whole thing came to a head last week here on Mid-South when Dr. Death, Steve Williams, a
Dr.
four-time
Death?
All-American, a man who's
Ooh,
vocally said
whoa.
how bad he dislikes Russians. And he
Well, that's some
really
racism,
given
bro.
it.
Niggas hating on Russians.
Darso jumped in and caused
Free Russia,
Dr.
bruh.
Death to be beat.
Ooh, what kind
He is
of?
not. Look at that power. He is a powerful.
Oh,
He
that's
got
a-
Mike Jackson up
a
in that
bear
corner
hug
just
maneuver.
Like a rag doll. And you recall that's one of the
Ah,
things he
that's how you
said.
get
He
out
said,
of it.
When the Russian got me in that bear hug,
Everybody
he
know
said,
that's
I
how you
felt
get
like
out
a
of the
baby.
bear
I've
hug.
got to learn that. This is an intriguing. Mike Jackson just hasn't got enough horsepower to get Darso out of there.
Oh.
Oh, Darso caught Mike Jackson. He caught Mike Jackson like a rag doll. Mike weighs about 220.
He's pretty good,
And
actually.
Darso just,
Uh-oh, what is
oh,
this?
Look, he's just manhandling him. Now he's got him
Oh,
up
shit.
the same method that he had Steve Dr. Death Williams up.
Uh-oh. That's a submission?
Mike Jackson submits.
Crusher Darso shows his power and gains the victory. Wait.
Darso
Nikolai
choke you out.
Volkov getting in the ring. Volkov
chest choke.
congratulating him. Look at him like two comrades.
Comrades. Man, that's
Volkov
my
is waving
squad.
across into the ring.
The Russian, baby.
I won't hear show here my good American comrade here.
Yeah.
Present for him right here, brother. Because you deserve it. You show yourself. I have here present for you.
The Russian. Yeah.
The Russian flag.
Salute.
Nikolai
Let's go.
Volkov has just presented Crusher
For
Darso with the
life.
Russian flag.
That's how we
which
do
is
it. Russian.
accepted.
Let's get it.
It's hard to tell what the world's coming to, wrestling fans, and we'll be back with more.
It's coming to
wrestling
Russia, baby.
on the
That's
Mid-South
where it's
Television
coming.
Network.
Okay, I like this. This is fun. Good old fun racism. Good old fun racism, baby, in wrestling. Baby cakes, sweet cheeks. That's how we doing it in wrestling, sweet cheeks. You seen Vince McMahon? You seen them? This is wrestling, baby. Sweet cheeks.
This match is one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Tag
Okay.
team action.
10-minute time
Red corner,
limit.
The Mid-South Tag Team Champions at 290 pounds from
Hacksaw
Reno,
Reed
Nevada,
versus Jim Neidhart.
Jim the Anvil Neidhart. His partner at 265 pounds from Kansas City, Hacksaw Butch Reed.
Ooh, Butch Reed.
And their opponent
Uh-oh.
at 223 pounds from Las Vegas, Nevada, Randy Barber.
Randy Barber. Okay, I don't know him.
At
Coco
220 pounds,
Ware?
from Union City, Tennessee.
Let's go.
Coco Ware.
Tag
Let's
team
go.
action now as Randy Barber and Coco Ware take on the Mid-South Tag Team title holders, Hacksaw Butch
This some
Reed
real shit
and
right
Jim
here.
the Anvil Neidhart. Coco Ware is in, and Jim
This
the
some
Anvil
real
Neidhart
action.
representing their teams. Here's
Let's
Bill
go,
Watts.
Coco.
Well, I'll tell
Let's
you,
go,
this is a
Coco.
wrecking machine, this Mid-South Tag Team. Coco
Got
Ware
him.
is a stout young man
Bop.
himself. Jim the Anvil Neidhart. Headlock.
Mm.
I guess, Boyd, I'm still a little stunned and in shock.
Okay.
Crusher Darso accepted that Russian flag. I
Coco
don't know if
kinda
he
swung
really
short.
realizes just what that means. That not only has he turned his back on all the fans that cared for him and the friends he'd made in Mid-South and wrestling, by accepting that flag, he's turned his back on his country. I wonder if that means he'll stand at attention and salute. and then play the
Oh, good
Russian national
maneuver.
anthem. Oh, Coco Ware. What a high-risk move there, trying to go home with it. I think Coco feels the tremendous power of Jim the Anvil Neidhart, knowing he's against the Mid-South Tag Team Champions.
Oh,
He
okay.
just took
Reed.
caution to
Reed
win,
is
trying to get the
swole.
ball, which is good strategy on
Butch
his part.
Reed,
So against
baby.
those super athletes like that, he made a mistake, and they got out of the way. And now Hacksaw Butch Reed, a man who has no brother, as we saw when he striped King Cobra right here.
The man
on
that
Mid-South
has
Wrestling,
no brother.
Yellow stripe up his back. And his quest is to paint the dog bright yellow. I don't know if he's going
Ooh.
to paint the dog yellow after calling him an Oriole and things like that, or symbolically to whitewash the dog. But I'll guarantee you the dog said that they'd have him in a pine box before he'd ever lay there and be painted by this man. And
Damn.
so far for Hacksaw Butch Reed, he has not achieved it to his satisfaction.
He called the dog a Oreo. Damn.
Powerful team, the Mid-South Tag Team Champions. They are awesome.
Butch Reed, man.
It's got Magnum TA
Kinda
gear
like
to
him.
try to regain that title.
Mm.
Hacksaw Jim Dugan wants
Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Some teams trying to jockey for positions, or Leaping Lanny Poffo and Magnum TA.
OG Hacksaw,
Matchmaker
man.
Grizzly Smith trying to pick out the
Boom.
team that has the teamwork and the power, the firepower to stay with this awesome wrecking machine.
Reed.
Put them down for 1, 2, 3. Look at the power. Butch Reed, an All-American, former Kansas City Chief, power
Yes, sir.
lifter on his college
Talk
team.
about him.
Just picks Randy Barber up. Fireman's carry, standing fireman's carry. Jim the Anvil Neidhart. He sets, leaps backwards, and just crushes. And that forces
One,
the ribs
two.
almost into the lungs. If he splits the guy's rib, he could actually be very fatal to that person.
And the Mid-South Tag Team Champions, Hacksaw Butch Reed and Jim the Anvil Neidhart, gain a victory. We'll be back after this message.
Damn. Hacksaw Butch Reed. I didn't know Butch Reed was the hacksaw. That's, you know what I'm saying? I just know him as Butch Reed. Man, it's fire, bruh. I'm entertained.
A revolutionary new concept here on Mid-South Wrestling.
Yep.
Magnum TA hired one of the living legends, one of the best wrestlers in the business.
Who that?
Mr. Wrestling 2 is his coach. And 2 reports that everything's going fantastic in the gymnasium, but 2 wants his total attention. And he says, Magnum, you've got to study it from every aspect. You've got to study opponents. You've got to study the psychology of every wrestler. You've got to know your opponents and your teammates. Let's watch Wrestling 2 as he seems to be really beating a point.
Smart.
You know, you're doing super good in your workouts.
Super
I'm
good.
proud of you.
That's a good
There's
word
certain things
choice.
that you still cannot get in your mind. You know, I told you there's things you have to
Boy,
learn about the
vocabulary.
human body, the human
Super
person,
good.
mankind, you might say. I warned you about Lenny
Couldn't think of
Poffo
no
today.
better word than that,
I told
dog.
you about him. His whole family is
Super
rotten.
good.
And I'm telling you where it
You're
comes
doing
from.
super good.
As a matter of fact, I have a little clipping here. I just want to
No man with a suit
Jim,
should talk like that.
down to Kentucky to get some.
But he do got a mask.
Man, and I got it, and I want you to just see him.
I'm just messing with you, dog. Anybody could. That's when your brain fart and you just say super good. Ooh.
Freaked out. Macho Man Randy Savage, 135 pounds, Sarasota, Florida. ICW World Heavyweight Champion and one of the world's greatest athletes.
Yeah.
Dig it.
From our initial investigation, all indications are
Macho
that Randy Savage,
Man
brother of Leaping Lanny Poffo,
Randy
holds nothing but
Savage.
contempt and hatred for his fellow wrestlers.
That's how you gotta do,
Randy Savage
Randy.
cares
You gotta
not
be
for
calm, then you gotta
foes who
go
would
out of
rather
nowhere.
carry on the sadistic wrestling style of the Poffo family. I'm Jim Ross reporting from
Act like a
Lexington,
lizard.
Kentucky for Mid-South Wrestling.
That's the Randy thing.
Well, now you've seen it. What do you
He
think?
like a lizard,
Well,
man.
too, I know you have nothing but
That's
my
the
best
secret.
interest at heart, or you wouldn't have spent so much time with me. I know you went through a lot of effort to show me the clipping, but you know you've got to remember, even Cain and Abel were from the same family. But
Randy
things change, you know,
Savage.
brothers show
Cain and
different ways,
Abel
and Glenn showed me
told
nothing
the
but good.
story. Goes back
And blood's
to the
thicker than water.
Get
I'm
it.
telling you, the man is rotten. I
Of the
want you to stay away
Bible.
from him.
You
That's
heard of
just
it?
an example. I'll get to
Snowball.
him. I'm going to find something on him yet.
That's that Randy.
Well, wrestling too, like I say, he's
Randy
he
Savage.
believes it, and he's researching it,
Loose.
and he's a dogmatic,
Of the
thorough
Bullet
man.
Club.
and he feels that Lanny Poffo is just like the rest of his family, and certainly Angelo Poffo, the father, and Randy Savage,
Randy.
Macho Man, are evil people.
I ain't know
Lanny
Macho was on
Poffo
this.
has not shown any of those tendencies here on Mid-South. He's seemingly been
Macho
straightforward, honest young man. Let's go
Man
to
Randy
Jim Ross in the ring
Savage.
for the next match.
This
Money.
match is one
3.
fall with a 10-minute time
Easy.
limit. In the red corner
It's
at
a mystery.
270 pounds from Arizona, Jeff Sword.
Jeff Sword. Let's go, Jeff Sword.
His opponent standing
Hell
in
of
the
a
blue
name.
corner at 236 pounds from Lexington, Kentucky, Leaping Lanny Poffo.
Yes, Lord.
Leaping
First,
Lanny.
Leaping Lanny Poffo, and
Bruh.
Bill, you told it just exactly right. Never even to the slightest hint. has
Leaping Lanny
Poffo
versus Jeff Sword. I'm going for Jeff
indicated
Sword.
in any way that he would
This
revert
man
back to
leap,
the
the other
tactics
man
that
is a
was done
sword.
by his father and his brother.
Well, the first
There go that
time
leap.
Wrestling too confronted him about it. Lanny said every man has something in his past that he's not as proud of.
Okay.
Things that he's ashamed of, things that he's done either for his family or a loved one or a company he's worked for. But he said at one point his family got him into the position where he couldn't live with himself, and he left his family and has not been with them in over a year. We
Damn.
don't know where he's been, but certainly we've had no indication that he's had any association with Angelo or Randy Macho Man Savage.
What?
And he's been 100% out here. And every time he's been in a tag match or something, he's been 100% for his partner. He's a very scientific wrestler with a lot of gymnastic ability.
Okay, leaping.
Sincere young man, well dressed.
Okay. They want us to like
Can't say
leaping.
enough about him. He is really impressive.
They're putting him over right
I
now.
will say this also on Wrestling 2's behalf. If he's finally proven wrong, he'll be the first one to walk up and stick his hand out in his gruff manner and say,
They're
hey,
putting him over
I was
big
wrong
time.
for that. But 2's got something in his craw about it.
So they want us to like
Lanny
him.
seems to think maybe 2's jealous.
So I'm looking at him.
Being
Why
a
they
young-
want us to
a
like
young
him? He
man,
do
and
look
Magnum
good.
TA being a young
Kinda
man,
skinny.
What a dynamic team they could form. And he thinks that maybe
Get him leaping.
Wrestling 2 wants to use Magnum TA's youth. to
They told me your
springboard his own
backstory.
career
Now I like
for,
you a little
the
bit.
Tag team
On.
championships here in the Mid-South. And,
Get him
so,
leaping.
You know, it's just too bad. There's so many things happening. You
Yeah.
can see the tremendous skills of this young man.
Mhm.
There's beautiful moves.
Beautiful.
He's a classic style wrestler.
Classic.
He's a great example for the youngsters out there watching.
Mm-hmm. I believe you.
Jeff Sword's been a tough competitor here on this.
Yeah, Jeff Sword. Put him over too. Put him over a little
tie
bit
up
too.
Into the ropes. Referee calling for the break.
Good old Jeff
tagging
Sword.
on the break there. Forearm
Jeff
smashes
Sword there
to
to
the
get
lung
beat
area,
up.
Takes that wind out.
Beat up with
And the wind
class.
is a wrestler's gasoline. If he hadn't got any oxygen, he can't go. And a body slam again over the lung and heart area.
He get beat up with class, man. Jeff Sword. Ooh.
He's pounding that area. He's separating those vertebrae. You get the back and the nerves
Come on, leaping. Yeah.
to be in such a rugged shape.
Huh.
Ramos, he's showing that he's got what it's made out of, that he can fire back. He's wanting to go out there and whip his man fair and square, but he's showing
Fair and
that
square.
somebody wants to fight. He's no stranger to that, and he won't back
Hell
off.
no.
Snapmare.
Leaping. Leaping Lanny,
Sword
baby.
down. Oh, tremendous move. Look at this agility.
Yeah.
Backflip. He is an amazing young athlete.
Leaping
1,
Lanny.
2, 3 by referee Pee Wee Anderson.
Pop off.
And a tremendous victory for Leaping Lanny Poffo. We'll have
Pop
more
off.
when we return after this word.
I call him Pop Off. Leaping Lanny Pop Off. Wow. Flip to the flip. That's beautiful. Leaping Lanny Pop Off, man. Let's go. I like Leaping Lanny and the Russian. That's my dudes from Mid-South back in the G right now. If I was a kid, I done got sold on Leaping Lanny and this Russian guy who causing all this havoc. I like it.
Wrestling 2, in his quest to make Magnum TA the finest wrestling machine the world has ever seen, has allowed the Mid-South cameras to capture part and parcel of the workout and the strategy and what all's involved in it. And I mean, there's gymnasium work, there's road work, there's wrestling work, there's also strategy work and film study.
Yep,
Will Weiss
facts.
is probably the most exciting youngster to hit Mid-South in a long time. Magnum TA is under the tutelage of a gruff, tough, rugged individual, Mr. Wrestling 2. Let's watch that.
Well, I've taken it upon myself. He and I have sat down, we've talked, discussed this, came to a financial agreement, which we won't get into, and I'm going to pass on the knowledge that I have gained over the years to a young man that I feel is going to reach the height of professional wrestling.
Then like a man in a lucha mask
That
and a
doesn't
suit.
mean that I'm going to quit wrestling. That doesn't
Don't
mean
quit.
it's going to interfere with my personal wrestling field.
I need to see you wrestle, G.
What it does mean is that I intend to make this man perhaps the finest, the greatest wrestler, I hope, in the wrestling
Ooh.
career.
Okay,
of,
I like this.
wrestlers I've ever seen.
Okay, who is he? Who is he? Getting trained by this mysterious man with the Rocky music. Oh shit, they getting this nigga the Rocky music. He better be good, man. They ain't even got the license for this music. How they even got this music? They about to get me kicked off YouTube with this damn music.
Your lights went out.
Come on, man. Can't just be playing the Rocky music like that. Yeah, I'm in trouble.
Hey, you gotta watch those things and try
Leaping
to
Lanny?
be able to
This
recuperate
Leaping Lanny
in a
trainer?
faster, fashion. Your bell got
Wait,
wrong
let me
there,
peep show.
and he is absolutely
Who is
just,
this dude?
wiping the floor up with you. Which, hey, what's this? You know, you got to remember one thing, my boy.
Okay.
You're wrestling the champion.
He really getting trained. That's what they're showing us.
By being Mr. Nice Guy.
Hell no.
Became champion by catching people off guard.
Train him up
That's exactly
good.
what he did to you. He cut you off
Teach
guard
him.
and rung your bell. True, at this particular point now. Now you're coming in
Max,
strong.
man.
You got him reeling and rocking, and more, you really
Is
got
that
things
Leaping
going your
Lanny?
way. Look at you. Now why'd you
The
turn
TV
your back
fuzzy.
there? Hesitation. That's no good.
What y'all think?
can't
Y'all
have
think that's
hesitation.
Leaping Lanny? He training or somebody
you
else?
can't get overconfident at any time. You're taking your time at this particular point. You're coming in. Look, watch this.
Boom. Let me see if he do the
What
leap.
happened? Hey, come on. You got to get together on these things, man. Don't get your mind off somewhere else.
This is a
Don't
good
ever
segment.
think you have things under control, because you don't.
Damn.
Not until your hand gets raised. Then you got things under
He teaching him.
You know, I hope this is a match you will not forget.
Facts.
Understand that? Yes. Yeah, I hope so.
Big facts.
You know, my trend here is not
Put his hand on his knee.
to
That's sexual harassment, man.
make a wrestler you.
Oh, that's sexual harassment, big
I
dog.
want to make you the best. The finest pro wrestling has ever seen in the history of wrestling.
I see what you're doing with that hand.
Complete cooperation. Understood?
Needless to say, we'll be closely following the progress of Magnum TA under the tutelage of a legend, Wrestling 2. Let's go to the ring announcer, Jim Ross, now.
Magnum
Second bout.
PA. Look at Jim
This
Ross.
match is one fall with a 10-minute time
Too sweet,
limit.
Jim Ross.
In the red corner,
Looking
at
good.
275 pounds, from Black Hills, South Dakota,
Okay.
Tom Lentz.
Do he leap? What he do?
And his opponent standing in the blue corner.
Oh, Magnum
at
TA. That's what we just
238
saw.
pounds,
Getting
from
trained.
Virginia Beach, Virginia, Magnum TA.
Nah, Magnum TA look good. I can't lie. That was a cool look he just had.
One fall, 10-minute time limit.
I
Johnny
like you,
Martinez,
Magnum.
your referee.
Make your
There's
man
Bill,
proud.
and Bill, on the outside of the ring, Mr. Wrestling 2, you referred to many times. Whether he's in the ring, out of the ring, or in the role of a manager
Get him,
or
Magnum.
tutor, he's so thorough.
Ooh,
That's right. He's watching and taking notes, and I guarantee you,
the toe hold.
Magnum TA makes, he'll be paying for, because he'll have to listen to. He may not get complimented for the good moves because he's a professional, and Wrestling 2 expects him to
Taking
make
notes.
the good moves. He'll be picked apart for all the bad moves, which
Oh
you're a
man,
professional.
he
You've got to be
taking notes
motivated
on this.
Beyond the ordinary, Magnum TA. I'll guarantee you, when he comes on, every lady in the house gets her heart beating a little faster. I think it's those cold blue eyes. I don't know what it is. but
Oh,
I
he the
hear more
ladies'
comments
man.
About this young man. What a good-looking young man. One high school even had him pick their annual yearbook queen, and
At the
there's
high
been
school?
a tremendous amount of talk about this.
Magnum
youngster.
TA.
So many people want to meet him.
Sweet
personally.
cheeks.
Young ladies, I mean, it's a tremendous thing. This is a great young
He
athlete.
picking the
Modest
queens
young
at the
man, a
school.
slight young man, but there's a lot of firepower. Those cold blue eyes just tell you that, man, I can take you out. And he believes in that belly-to-belly suplex. He believes in with that hold
Belly-to-belly.
and the quickness of it and the leverage involved that he can hit anybody with it and beat him at a given time. And his whole goal, Wrestling 2 says, all he talks about says, if you get me to where I can beat Hacksaw Butch Reed right in the middle, right here on TV where twice he humiliated me, I'll give you a bonus in our contract because I'll know I've arrived when I can beat Butch Reed.
Dang.
It also shows you the respect everybody has for Butch Reed, that when they're measuring their ability by the fact of whether or not they can beat him, because Butch Reed is a tough, tough guy.
Butch Reed. Okay.
Tom Lentz out here. Got a call from my old friend Jerry Clower, the mouth of Mississippi, the ambassador of goodwill, commentator of Ledbetter's Olympics on MCA Records and Dogs I Have Known, the MCA star. And Jerry Clower said he's going to surprise everybody and come over here from Yazoo City to Mid-South Taping and say howdy to all the wrestling fans. And of course, Jerry and his daughter oftentimes.
Yazoo City. That's a real place,
see
too.
the wrestling. It's not very far from their hometown of Yazoo. Be looking forward to what a great surprise. Jerry Clower.
It's not even a joke.
Top wrist lock. Tom Lentz, a big, powerful man. Oh, went right to the hair, and I'll guarantee you, where the head goes, the rest
Tom
of the body
Lentz.
will go. Magnum uncorked. Did you see him pop him with that forearm?
I noticed that the heels don't get that much offense at all in Mid-South.
I'll guarantee you that's some of the firepower.
At Mid-South, if you a heel, you about to get your ass beat.
Hey, don't give them a chance. Don't turn your back on them. Boy, when they come out, you attack them and keep attacking and stay right after.
The heels gonna get.
Stand
Well,
up,
the
not
Russian.
giving the guy a breather.
Okay, the Russian, yeah, the Russian heel.
Who said he's been making
He
it.
got his
That's
offense
your
in.
chance. Tia using that tremendous ability. Belly to belly, there it is.
There it go. 1, 2, 3.
That's suplex.
Magnum TA with a win, and we'll be back when we return after this word from Mid-South Wrestling Television Network.
Boy, once he hits you with that belly to belly, it's over. The velocity. Ooh, landing on you like that. Belly to belly, baby. Excellent maneuver. Landed by Magnum TA. Patented belly to belly. Suplex, baby. Dusty Rose.
Well, I think everybody's
Belly to
concerned
belly,
with the
baby.
Commitment that Crusher Darsow has made, and Jim Ross is in the ring to confront him and ask him if he realizes the consequences of his act. Let's go to Jim Ross.
I think that because of what transpired earlier today, there's some questions that need to be answered. The questions I want to ask you. I want you to
It's the man with the
listen
Russian.
to me very intently. Do you understand exactly what transpired today with that?
No.
You
Yeah.
understand that
Yeah, we
you
Russian
turn your
now.
back on the fans, your friends that you've made in this.
We
this
Russian,
area,
baby.
People that you've talked with many, many times, like myself, your family.
Mm-hmm.
But you've also turned your back on the most important thing that we have going for us.
What's that?
That's living in a free country, living in America. You turned your back on our country.
Boo.
I just want to know if you're sure, if you understand exactly.
My shirt ain't
what
even
you're doing.
English right now.
What has my country done for me anyway?
Yeah.
They haven't done a darn thing.
Talk.
I've been starving. Just like when I came down here, the junkyard dog didn't do anything for me.
Ooh.
I come down here and I help him out, help him in the
Talk.
ring and everything. He didn't even say thank you. He didn't do one thing for me.
You're telling me the
kinda-
junkyard dog did not help you work out. The junkyard dog didn't show you wrestling maneuvers. The junkyard dog didn't try to bring you up the ladder.
Why you getting hyped?
He didn't do anything for me.
What are going
He
down?
treated me like a piece of nothing.
Ooh.
I tried everything I do to get along with him. He didn't do one thing. I'm sick and tired of hearing the name junkyard
D,
dog.
JYD,
Volkov is the only person that has helped me.
JYD. Junkyard coming out now. JYD,
Two things I do best, and that's
JYD.
wrestling and powerlifting.
Well,
I
you're
like
the
both of these
junkyard dog
people.
has never
Oh,
done
the
anything
junkyard
for you.
out here.
He's looking at you
And
right
look-
eyeball
looking
to eyeball. Now
smooth.
you tell him what you think.
Dog, you didn't do one thing for me. Since
Oh,
I've been down
shoot.
here. I even threw $500 away. And what'd you do? You didn't even say thank you. You didn't get me in any main events.
Main event.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
You got to start somewhere. I started from the bottom. I built myself up. That's what I was trying to get you to do. Start from the bottom and build yourself up and make something out of yourself. But no, you go and turn your back with somebody like Volkov, man.
Well, look at that.
Sometimes you need waking up.
Uh-oh.
My dad used to wake up.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. Whoa.
The Russians about to get him. The Russians versus
Dog.
Junkyard Dog.
Darso didn't do anything about it. Maybe he's realizing. Looks
Get
like
him,
he's
Junkyard. Get him,
real
Russians.
point
I
of
like
indecision.
both of them.
The dog
I
has
like
just gone
Junkyard and the
down.
Russians.
He's
I'm
showing
having a
Nikolai
good time.
Volkov how they do it in his back alley in the street.
Get him,
Volkov is
Russians.
so
Get
powerful.
him,
Now
Junkyard.
Darso looks like he's gonna go to the
Right
aid of the
now,
dog.
your turn to
You
get him,
moved
Russians.
in, but now you backed away, Bill.
Now the dog's on top.
Ooh.
Darso's attacked the dog. He's broken and torn it. He's ripped
They
it
jumping the
now. He's thrown
dog.
it
The
all
Russians
away.
have got the
Now
dog.
he's befriended. Now he's holding him.
Oh, the
And
Russians.
the Russians attacking the junkyard
Oh,
dog.
not the Russians.
The Russians attacking the
God
junkyard
damn
dog.
it, the Russians
Dog is
again.
Both of them are putting the boots to the dog.
Ooh. What you gonna do, dog?
He's
You
a
gonna...
comrade.
Oh, the Russians.
Darso,
They about to hate the Russians now.
lackey, a bootlicker.
Somebody come and help.
Here's Mike Jackson coming in and Barber.
Russians throwing them
Big
right
Jimmy
out.
Again's got the firepower for that. Darso and them throwing them out. The Russian holding the dog. Darso dropping
Oh, they just. Oh.
Here comes Hacksaw Duggan and Volkov and Hacksaw Magnum TA. And the Russians are retreating. They don't want that confrontation where it's even odds. We'll be back. We'll be back after these messages.
The Russians just jump yard dog. Can't believe they did this. That's crazy, folks. It's going down. 222, baby. Mississippi.
Well, you just saw that, Boyd Pierce. That's no different than Russian ideology the world over. To divide, to conquer, and then once you've got control of them, to use them to do your dirty work.
Racism.
We better unite in this country and put away our petty beefs with each other and unite against a common cause.
Unite against
And
them
here's a man
Russians,
that'll
baby.
unite, a
Or they
man
gonna
that's
jump you.
outspoken about how he loves the United States and how he hates Russia. Let's go over to the cameras, visit Dr. Death Steve Williams as he attends Oklahoma University.
Oh man, he hate Russia.
Owen Field in Norman, Oklahoma, the home of the University of Oklahoma Sooners.
Boy, I hate
In
Russia.
the past 5 years, the collegiate home of Steve
Of
Dr.
Oklahoma.
Ed Williams. Here we see Steve and Joel Armstrong Watts. They carry on the normal
Boy, you
lives
was a
of college
hater.
students.
You way
This week,
Oklahoma
Ed
hating
classes
on
at
Russia,
Oklahoma
bro.
University in pursuit of college degrees. And when Steve's busy schedule permits, Dr.
He hating
Ed
on
returns
Russia.
to the violent world of professional wrestling, as seen here
Dr.
with
Death.
Big Bobby Dunkel.
How you way over there hating on Russia though, bro? Russia
After
ain't do you nothing.
graduation, Steve will have to choose between a career in recreational management, professional football, or professional wrestling. And the fans in the Mid-South area certainly hope that Dr. Death chooses a square circle.
When the fans are behind
Yo.
me, no one can stop me.
Dr. Death.
Steve's fellow students at Oklahoma University, including this former
You sure he a
wrestling
student?
teammate, are extremely supportive of his dual career as a student and a professional athlete.
I don't know. That's a student, man. I think y'all just trying to fool me.
And
think
from
this
the
a
very
trick.
beginning of his career at the University of Oklahoma, Dr.
He
Death
don't look
realized
student-like.
that conditioning was an important aspect of his athletic success, as is evidenced here by his 300-pound-plus bench press. Whichever career
Okay.
Steve chooses, his opponents can be assured that he
I
will
believe
be
that's
physically
real.
prepared. And there is one adversary in particular that Steve Williams is anxious to meet. That's the giant Russian Nikolai Volkov.
I believe he really did that 300-pound thing.
Like to face is that
Cause
Russian
you know,
Volkov.
he probably really is a swole ass dude who is probably really an athlete. I just don't believe he go to that damn school.
Because I am American. All American.
Everything is true, but the fact that this dude is in school, hell no.
Here, the four-time All-American collides with King Kong Bundy.
King Kong Bundy.
Dr. Death possesses tremendous upper body strength, but he
Mm.
also realizes that, especially
Leg
in
day.
professional wrestling, the development of the lower body is as equally important. After a brief stint with the New Jersey Generals of the United States Football League, this former OU football star realizes he indeed faces a tough decision
Mm.
between pro football and professional wrestling.
You just said former football stuff.
While Steve has not yet reached that decision, he continues
Detective.
to work out daily.
You just said
And when the
former,
time
though.
comes, Dr. Death will be
So
ready.
this is what he used to do. And he went back to his old school and filmed a promo.
Former.
Former.
It was taught by me
You spilled the beans, son.
Only hope that I
Jim
could
Ross.
have as much
You spoke
success
one
with
extra
it
word
as
too
he did.
much.
From the University of Oklahoma Wrestling Room in Norman, Oklahoma with Steve Dr. Death Williams, I'm Jim Ross for
Former.
Mid-South Wrestling.
You said, no,
Let's
no.
go to Jim Ross in the ring for this next bout.
Not now. Jim, formerly.
Wrestling fans, this match is one fall with a 10-minute time limit. In the red corner at 237 pounds from Huntsville, Alabama,
Okay.
Vines.
And they booing the. Oh man, copyright again, man. Come on, man. Copyright music y'all be trying to play. Come on, man. They playing the whole song and stuff. Bro, back in the day, you could play any song you wanted and do anything you want with anybody's music. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Well, they about to mute the whole damn stream because of this nigga intro. Might as well enjoy it. Who is this dude, bro?
And in the blue corner at 242 pounds.
The Iceman.
St. Louis, Missouri. The
King
Iceman,
Parsons.
King Parsons.
This event, one fall, 10-minute time limit.
It's a lot of
Huntsville,
black
Alabama's
wrestlers.
Doug Fine against
Interesting.
the popular, fast-moving, and he's got the moves to go with it, the Iceman, King Parsons.
That's why they was
I'll tell you,
jamming
he's an exciting
on
man.
this
He
intro.
gives credit where credit due. He says his best friend he's got is the junkyard dog. The
Okay.
Iceman who came up the hard way. Worked in an ice plant while he went to college.
Oh, they putting them over.
Lady friend said he had a hands like
Ooh.
ice but a warm heart.
Okay. Get him, Iceman. Got some
He's double
style.
tough. The only one
Ooh,
thing I
hit
want
him.
to point out to
Hey,
the
Iceman.
junkyard dog when he first came to Mid-South.
Hit him with the
lost
funky
51
style.
straight matches. Left
Oh,
Mid-South,
shoot.
went to Germany, went to Canada, trained, worked hard, got his experience the hard way, and came back and whipped everything in sight. He didn't ask anybody to give him a hand up. He went out and took life on and grabbed
Oh,
it from
dancing.
life.
That's his thing.
Here's Darso
Oh.
lost 2 matches in his whole career here in Mid-South.
Iceman.
Mid-South or the world or the fans or somebody gave him a raw deal.
I don't really
That's
like
the
you,
difference
Iceman.
in
I
the
don't like all this
difference in
dancing
the
you're
heart, the
doing.
difference in the attitude. The sour grapes. I get so sick of sour grapes. There's everything in this country anybody wants. They're just man enough to go out and get it.
Bill, I'm glad when Crusher Darso accepted that flag from Nikolai Volkov that Jim Ross was in the ring to send it to the commercial break because our blood was boiling here and we couldn't done it.
That's
I don't like this dancing stuff.
My wife is from Estonia.
Beat him up, other
That
dude,
country
Kevin.
was another one of the countries
Arr, get him.
taken over by Russia.
Get Iceman
when they had
up
a
outta
treaty
here.
with them. So when people that go out and say that you can make a treaty over Russia over nuclear armament or any other kind of treaty, the only thing is a one-way treaty. It's a treaty where they get you to put everything away so they can walk in and take your country. There's nothing you can do about it. But the Iceman's walking in and taking Doug
Ooh.
Vines, and there's nothing Doug Vines can do about it.
Get him,
He's
Doug.
against a tough stallion that's out there, and he's going to hit with the rumble stumper.
Kick up,
and
Doug.
Iceman coming.
He comes to
Boo.
Mid-South and gains a tremendous victory
Get
over
outta
Doug
here.
Fine. Tag team action coming up when we return after this word from Mid-South
I don't like the
Wrestling Television
Iceman.
Network.
He couldn't get down with the Russians. He gonna do a hip attack. Come on, man. Everybody try to worry about no hip attack. We finishing this off with, I think it's the last match or something like that. Mid-South Wrestling is dope, man. I'm doing this again if I could keep doing this. This is fun. I might do another one tonight or
This is
tomorrow
tag
or
team
whenever.
action.
Shoot,
One
this is
fall
great.
or television time remaining.
That's
In the first
Cornette.
corner, the team of 226 pounds from St. Petersburg, Florida, John King.
Cornette in the building with the red suit.
And his partner at 237 from Indianapolis,
Okay.
George Weingroff.
Let's go, John
That's
King,
about
George
good enough. Now we'll
Weingroff.
get the class here, Jim
Oh,
Ross, if you don't mind backing up. I think it would also be a good idea if the people in the studio remain silent, give me the respect I deserve. Now, I want to make a little challenge today. I want to challenge every man, every woman, and every child in the Mid-South area. Watch what you're about to see here in this
Okay.
ring, and if you can come up with the honesty in your bodies to say that the two men you're about to see are the greatest, the fastest, the strongest, indeed the best tag team that you've ever seen in a professional wrestling ring, then you tell me that. If you have any honesty, integrity, or intestinal fortitude, you won't be able to say anything else but when you see
Cornette,
Loverboy Dennis
the
and
GOAT.
Beautiful Bobby, the Midnight Express.
Midnight. Cornette. Cornette. Jim motherfucking Cornette. That was beautiful. Jim Cornette. That was beautiful. Did you hear that? I want to cry. Midnight Express. That was great.
There's the bell, the Midnight Express.
Let's go, Midnight. I mean, he
And
said
George
that.
Weingroff and John King, his partner on the outside.
Yeah, he said all that. I gotta go for you.
Midnight Express has just devastated everybody, but George Weingroff,
Let's go,
a
Midnight
very able
Express.
heavyweight, former great amateur from Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Get this bum out of here.
Fireman
Fireman carry. Get a drink every time somebody do a fireman
John
carry.
King. And Bobby Eaton's in a lot of trouble right
Oh,
off
got
here.
that arm twisted up.
Jim Cornette sure got a
Oh,
lot of confidence in them.
Tag.
What I've seen, they're devastating. They just fit together like peaches and
Let's
cream.
go.
I guarantee you, they've got it down.
there
as
go
a
the
team.
peaches. There go the
This is what
cream.
gives them the advantage over the bigger
Yeah.
men is their quickness and their teamwork. Dennis Contry,
Mm.
1 minute of airtime left.
Ooh, what's this?
Oh,
Oh, dang.
devastating moves.
That gotta
They
be
are
it.
just devastating.
That's it, man.
They're not the Midnight Express. That's Midnight Destruction. They annihilated that team. They didn't give John King a chance at all. Boy,
Man.
there's a lot of action today, a
Devastated.
lot of things
Midnight
happening.
Express.
Crusher Darso.
Squash
he
tag
accepted
matching.
Russia. Next week, Mr. Wrestling 2 will wrestle Jim the Anvil Neidhart.
Let me see what we're doing on
From
this
Memphis,
time.
Tennessee, the king of wrestling, Jerry Lawler. And a new tag team combination, Rick Rude and Lanny Poffo. A lot of action. Hope you join us again. Thank you for inviting us into your home.
Thank
today.
you, thank you,
Thank
man.
you from our expert commentator, Cowboy Bill Watts. I'm your host, Boyd Pierce, saying we'll look for you next week on this same station on Mid-South Wrestling Television Network.
What a show. What a show. So that's it, man. Mid-South Wrestling, baby. Next time we got a long card. It's a big pay-per-view. It's like an hour and a half. So I'm gonna rest up. And I'm gonna see how this look, and then we might watch that. This was fire. I'm all in on Mid-South Wrestling. I want to know what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna let it go out when this go out. Boom. Mid-South Wrestling. Swasty 93 BC. Follow me on Instagram and all that, baby. Too sweet.